My water heater just started right when I started the live stream. Right when I click go live, the water heater turns on. But I just walked to Walmart and back, and there was this car when I left Walmart. Like when you go to the light, the stoplight over by Walmart, as I'm walking out, I get across the intersection. Right at that moment, this car is driving by me and they're blowing an air horn out their window. I'm like, ah! And then right when I go over the next curb, right after I get across the street, they blow the air horn again, and then they're like, honk, 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 honk. And then I walk all the way home. It's like a 3-mile walk. And then when I'm getting close to my apartment, I think like a block away or something, I start hearing the air horn again. Like they're like up the street somewhere. Like they're like up the street around the corner somewhere. Like to the side of me. I start, like they keep blowing it at different places as I'm walking up. Like as I get close to my apartment. And then they blow the air horn again right when I walk up to my apartment door. They blow the air horn one more time right there. And then when I cross this one intersection, there's this lady that I always see. She's always like got like a suitcase. Today she didn't have a suitcase. She just had like a walker, like cart thing, like a push cart thing. She looks like she's homeless or something. And she's always walking around. She always looks all sad and whatever. And she always got like a suitcase and like a other bag. And then she'll like leave the suitcase. She'll just like leave the suitcase at the intersection and then walk across the street and set the other bag down. And then she'll walk back and then she'll grab the suitcase and roll it across the street. She's like, I always see her doing that. And she's always doing it synced up. And every time I see her, she's like meeting me at an intersection or something. But today she didn't have the suitcase, but she's just sitting there at the intersection, and then like across, like up ahead of me, across the street from me, when I walk up to it. And then there's this little girl coming up next to me when I walk up to it, and she's got like a $20 bill or whatever. And she like goes up, and the lady with the cart starts walking right when I walk up to the street. And then the little girl goes up to her. She's like, hey, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. And she's like trying to give her the money. And then the lady's just like not answering her. She just like keeps walking up the sidewalk. And then she's just like, okay. And the little girl, she's like, okay. And walks back the other way. So I don't know what that was. It's just weird. They do a bunch of weird shit. Yesterday, I saw this guy, though. He was walking up the street. I was just standing outside. And I see this guy walking up the street. And when he walks in front of me, like I'm just standing on the sidewalk in front of my apartment. And then like when he walks in front of me, nothing happens. And then he keeps walking up the street, and there's cars driving by him at places where they always sync on me, like when he walks by him. Like when he walks by a crosswalk or whatever. There's cars driving by him at like all these places as he walks by them, like he's being gang stalked. And then I was getting a ride, and my ride pulls up right as he walks up to the intersection over there. And my ride pulls up at that moment, and like all these other cars are pulling up, meeting him at the intersection. So it's like, I don't know if he was being gang stalked or if it's just a theatrical crisis actor, a fake T.I. I think it was just a fake T.I. crisis actor, stalker, but could have been another T.I. for all I know. I don't know. I think it was just a theatrical show, though. And then there's this other guy that I saw the other day. I recorded him on the one video the other day, and I saw him a few times other than that when I wasn't recording. But he like looks like he's homeless, and he's like all dirty. His clothes are all dirty, and he's like walking like he's like hungry or something. He's like dying. He's just like stumbling like a zombie. And he meets me right at the intersection on the one video the other day. So it's like they'll have like fake homeless people, I think. Or maybe they're actually homeless. I have no idea. Maybe both. Maybe some of them are actually homeless and some of them aren't. And they're just a crisis actor. I don't know. But they synced up the... There's a bunch of birds chirping synced up, and there's a bunch of dogs barking synced up, and then dogs start barking synced up and stop barking synced up. When I was walking to Walmart and back, the wind was syncing up. A bunch of cars were syncing up. A bunch of loud cars syncing up. A bunch of one headlights syncing up. I didn't see any cops though, and I didn't hear any sirens. And I didn't hear any train horns. I don't think there's been any sirens or train horns today at all. There's people hopping in their car in the parking lot, and I think it was synced up. Then they're starting it synced up. And then I've just been seeing, like I saw another car do this today where he just pulled up and stopped on the side of the street and then he took off again when I got across the street. A bunch of cars have been doing that lately. Like they'll just stop and then drive again. Like they're lost or something. Like they're like, oh, this isn't the place. Or some shit. Like, I don't know what's wrong with them. A bunch of people are stock tarded out here lately. They just don't know where to park. Some shit. I don't know. It's been happening a lot lately. And cars just driving around in circles in front of me and shit. It's a bunch of stupid, nonsensical shit that doesn't make any sense. And then I went to Walmart yesterday. Like I went again today because I forgot something. But when I went there yesterday, there's baby crying synced a bunch of times. I think there was multiple babies crying synced. Definitely one at least. But there wasn't today though, as far as I could tell or was paying attention to or whatever. Yeah, every once in a while they gotta blow an air horn at me or do something like that to be an attention whore. So that's an 8-minute video. I see a bunch of stock cars driving around, stalkered up outside. Oh yeah, and there's this guy walking his dog, and he lets go of the leash, and like he's walking up the sidewalk ahead of me, walking the same way as me, and he like lets go of the leash, and then the dog's just like standing there on the sidewalk, and then he like walks up to the grass, and then when I walk by the dog, he starts taking a shit right at that moment, and then the guy was like walking back toward the dog, and he's like walking up by the dog when I walk by the dog taking a shit. And I've seen dogs take a piss right next to me before too, but I haven't seen that in a long time though. That happened on the walk back from Walmart. And then there was one headlights driving by me at the Freemason building, and I recorded it. But on Instagram Live, if you record a video that's shorter than a minute, it won't let you save it. Like it won't let you go back into the live stream even or anything. Like you just gotta delete it. But it has the share button still. It's like, why does it have the share button then? Like why doesn't it just automatically delete it? And why can't I save it? Like, why, dude? But I recorded like 100 stalkers in that 50 seconds or whatever it was. And like 2 1 headlights that were driving by me at the Freemason building. Because they always, most of the time, they gotta do something when I walk by the Freemason building. Not every time, I guess, but almost every time they gotta do something, and it's gonna be like a 1 headlight or a cop or a loud truck or whatever. And then this bird flew by me yesterday. Like right when he flies by me, he's chirping. Right when he's right next to me, he's like. Birds are always doing shit like that, or they'll fly over me chirping. It's a bunch of shit. So stay tuned for more, because there's going to be more. A lot more.